Wait up, here I come. First up, look at my awesome Final Fantasy VII shirt. It's a little bit too big. She got it a little bit too big. It's kind of like a dress for me, but it's the thought that counts, right? Also, I want to show you something because yesterday, no, on a Friday, I completed the mega size Gundam model kit, Gunpla kit. It looks really cool. I have tried to do a lot of panel lining, trying to detail it a lot. And to me, it looks extremely good. I know that like professional, a lot of Gunpla uh, model builders, they kind of paint their model and make them look sometimes extremely good, like holy damn. But I just panel line them. That's it. It's pretty cool. It took me like 4 or 5 days to build and panel line after work, etc., etc. Is it worth $100? I think it is. I think honestly it is. It looks really cool. It is unique. I would probably not buy a second one or something like that. I don't even know if there are other Gundam models that have like the mega size kit, but I do want to get a perfect grade one day though. Those ones are a little bit smaller than the mega size one, but I think a little bit bigger than the master grade one. So, blah, blah. As you can read in the title of this video is games that I want to replay, and there are a few that I'm actually replaying at the moment here and there. But the thing is, most of the time, I don't want or don't need to replay a game. For example, Horizon, Spider Man, Uncharted, The Last of Us. I don't need or want to replay these games. I don't know why. I have never been someone who really kept replaying the same games, especially when I got basically money. I just kept buying newer games. And now that I have dumped down on my game collection a lot, and it's actually really weird because this week it was kind of a slow week in terms of selling games, but there are some packages that were sold, and it's still really weird to see all these empty shelves and seeing the collection getting smaller and smaller. But all the stuff that you see behind me still is quite a lot, and a lot of these games, well, some of these games I haven't played. I have tried. I have started playing Artonelico 2, and it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I will keep. I hope I will keep being entertained, and I will keep playing that game. So the point basically is that especially in sort of my younger adult time when I got the money, I rushed through games, never really sort of appreciated all the stuff that the game has to offer, or the game I played so many years ago and I just want to replay it again. Now, the first one is definitely not a game that I've never replayed. Diablo 1 is basically my most played game of all time. But did you know I never played the game with the archer, or is it the rogue? It's called the rogue, not the archer, the rogue. I, in my childhood time, and even in my young adult time, and even now, I play as a warrior or I play as a sorcerer, but I never have played the game as a rogue. I don't know why. It never really sort of, to me, was an interesting option. Like a sorcerer can do magic, pretty cool. The fighter is, of course, a fighter, and then you have the rogue that's basically an arrow, shooting arrows. That's basically it. But doesn't really matter. I do at one point want to replay the game again, and play with the rogue. So Diablo is one of the first ones. The one that I am playing here and there throughout my entire life, to be really honest, is TimeSplitters 2. Now, of course, I got the PSO version because that's my childhood version, but I will keep the Xbox version because that's the better version out of the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation. This is a great game, and I just want to sort of replay the campaign and try to get new characters. So here and there, I still play it, and especially the first mission, I think it's in Russia or something like that. The music in that particular mission is so freaking good. Then you have the Neo Tokyo map that also has extremely good music. This is just a fantastic game. I love playing TimeSplitters 2. And I kind of, to be honest, the whole point of me replaying TimeSplitters 2 on Xbox is because I want to get all the maps, all the game modes for multiplayer, then when I finally have another game weekend with a couple of my friends on Xbox, we can easily play 4 players. So that was actually the reason why I am playing TimeSplitters 2. Now, I have been building the Gundam and I've been listening to gaming music, basically what I always do. And I don't know why, all of a sudden, I heard one of the songs from Devil May Cry 3. And I think it's called Dante Must Die, something like that, or Dante Cannot Die, something like that. Really corny, really stupid, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Thing is, I remembered how freaking amazing Devil May Cry actually is. It's by far one of the games that sort of shaped my childhood and shaped my certain taste for these type of games, even though they don't really exist anymore. Yes, I know Stellar Blade is coming out, but then again, I have heard I haven't played the demo yet, but I have heard that the game's also is kind of like a soul-like, and I'm like, Devil May Cry is not a soul-like game. Yes, it can be brutally hard, but it's not a soul-like game. But I played Devil May Cry 1 a few times. It's also a game I want to replay. I played Devil May Cry 2 last year, but I never really replayed Devil May Cry 3. I never did. I played this game once. I remember bits of it, but I never ever replayed Devil May Cry 3. So, and this is a special edition, of course, I have the HD remake that I'm going to play. But yeah, I'm really actually excited. When I first sort of heard the music, I was searching on the internet for the Devil May Cry soundtrack, and that really pumped me up like, okay, I really need to replay Devil May Cry 3 at one point. Now, a game that I did get on the PlayStation 4, oh man, years ago, and I sort of played here and there, but I haven't really sort of ducked into it as much as I wanted because newer games came out. And now that I'm sort of out of the newer games, it's Rogue Galaxy. Now, Rogue Galaxy is one of these games that I was a teenager. I think I got this game for my birthday or something like that. I honestly don't remember how I got the game, or I bought it from my allowance that I got from my parents. But I do remember that as a kid, this game is huge. It has a lot of features, especially sort of a factory feature where you can build new weapons and items. And as a kid or a teenager, I didn't understand how it worked, so I never really dabbled with it. I just played the game like a normal RPG, just playing through the storyline, leveling up, grinding, but never really got into the mini game features that this game has quite a lot. This is a huge game, and I really want to replay this one because not only did I play this game only once, I never beat it. I never beat this game. And I really like the level 5 productions that they made back then, like Dark Cloud, Dark Chronicle, Dark Cloud 2. Dragon Quest 8 is a fantastic game and masterpiece to be honest. But I never beaten Rogue Galaxy, so this is a game that's also on my list. And another one is also Dark Cloud 2 or Dark Chronicles. It's a game that I have bought a few months ago when I was really sick. And I sort of dabbled with it. I'm sort of still in the tutorial mission section where you're in the sewer. So I haven't really gotten out to the open area yet. But that's also a game I really want to replay because as a teenager or a kid, teenager, whatever, I never really sort of really dabbled into the how do you, make a nice city? How do you, produce this weapon? How do you do this? But I did beat Dark Chronicles or Dark Cloud 2. And it's actually a story that goes on again because Star Ocean, The Last Hope International, man, I was bummed out when this game got sort of announced as an Xbox 360 exclusive. Back then, I hated Xbox. Now, of course, I don't anymore. But I was really happy when they finally got the International Edition. Now, this is the PS3 version. I will, of course, get the PlayStation 4 version or 5. It doesn't really matter with the 60 frames. But this is also a game that I didn't really understood how all the features work, especially building, sort of upgrading your weapons and armor. I really didn't dabble into the world itself, didn't do side missions, just rushed through the game because I had a lot more other games to play. So this is definitely a game that I want to replay. Also, I do have fond memories of the game, and somehow there's like one camp who says this game is horrible. The other one says, no, the game is a hidden gem. I just want to replay this game. Now, the game that maybe out of the whole stack I sort of played the most, I'm like 7, 8 hours into the game. I'm now in the desert, is White Knight Chronicles 2. White Knight Chronicles was a very hyped, very anticipated RPG from level 5, and I absolutely loved it. I loved White Knight Chronicles, especially its online mechanics. It has a really cool feature when you sort of replay the game, the storyline. Then you sort of reset your character's stats, but you do get stronger, kind of like a roguelike nowadays. So I think I remember playing and beating the storyline 4 or 5 times to get my character stronger and stronger, and you get more skill points, and then basically you can unlock the entire skill tree. You had to replay the game. There was sort of this Monster Hunter style online world where you can also build a village like Dark Cloud and Dark Chronicles. I do remember playing it with my friends. I do remember playing this game quite a bit. And then White Knight Chronicles 2 came. It had improvements, a faster battle system, bigger world, mostly the same world but kind of different. The storyline goes on. And I did play this game up until sort of the last part of the game. And it was so hard, so difficult, I could never beat the game. Um, I never really sort of dabbled really into the whole Monster Hunter ish, get better armor, get better gear. I just had like, I tried, but I basically had the stuff that you can play, that you can buy normally or make normally. Even though I have to say, though, I'm like 7, 8 hours into the game, I haven't seen the features yet where you could actually create your weapons out of materials. It's quite weird. But it will open up, of course, at a certain part of the game. So why not kind of with a lot of these games, because this one I also never beat. I never beat Star Ocean: The Last Hope. So quite a few of these games, I want to replay them because I want to finally beat these games and having fun playing games that I played in my younger years. Now, sort of the game that I am actually putting in my PS3 after this video is a a classic, a GameCube classic, one of the few RPGs on the GameCube that people say is extremely good. And when finally the Tales of Symphonia Chronicle bundle came out on PS3, of course I had to support it, of course I had to buy it, and of course I wanted to play what a lot of you say, a lot of gamers say, is the best Tales of game, Tales of Symphonia. And I think even though this game runs like 30 frames, it's in some ways superior, in other ways inferior to the GameCube version. I did remember that back then, when the game came out, I had a massive gaming sort of dip. I wasn't gaming at all. I didn't really sort of wanted to game anymore. That took about 6 months, 6 or 8 months back then. It was in 2016 because I remember actually going to the gym again and working out a lot, and I just didn't really want to play games anymore. And then I popped this one in, and yeah, I was hooked. I was back. I was absolutely back. That's kind of what I remember of Tales of Symphonia the most, is that this game sort of reignited the gaming fire, and I remember playing an entire night with Tales of Symphonia, something that most of the time doesn't happen. To me, it's very difficult to play an entire night through. I most of the time get tired at like 12, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock in the night. So I do remember, just couldn't stop playing this game. And Tales of Symphonia is basically the game that right now it's on my PS3, and I want to sort of see if I can replay this game, because a lot of times for me at least it's I want to replay a certain game. I put it in the system. I play it for an hour and a half. And I'm like, I'm getting bored. I kind of know this game. I kind of have played this already, and then I stop playing. But when I sort of can get through that, when I don't have that feeling, I can keep playing. So I want to. And Tales of Symphonia, by the way, is also in the time period where I rush through games. So I haven't done any side quests, nothing. Didn't find the best weapons or whatever. I didn't. What's the thing called? I didn't recreate that little town that was destroyed, that side mission that you can do that you had like a huge amount of money. So I didn't do basically nothing. I basically just played through the storyline as fast as possible because I had dozens of other games to play. And now I just want to take my little time and play through all these games and trying to get everything I can out of these games. So these were some of the games that I want to replay, and we will replay this year or years to come. Leave in the comments below, do you have certain games that you can keep replaying? Now, you're probably thinking, Claude, why didn't you mention Final Fantasy VII? Because I don't have to mention Final Fantasy VII. I'm always playing Final Fantasy VII. When I'm bored, I play Final Fantasy VII. When it's very, very late and I don't know what to play, I'm like, let's play Final Fantasy VII a little bit. I think in my current playthrough, where am I? I think I'm at the Golden Saucer. Am I at the Golden Saucer? No, 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 no. No, no, I'm not. I'm further into the Golden Saucer. I am. I think I am at the point where she dies. If I remember correctly, I know where I am. I am where the weapon attacks Junon. That is the point where I am. I have been captured, and then the whole attack happens. That is literally where the point where I saved the game. That's where I am. Now I remember. So leave it in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like always, you're gonna see me next time. Wee.